Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shade Tree coming at you. Well, I'm outside. And if you notice something, if you watched my channel, there's something missing there. What was sitting there? Well, it's missing, but it's on my trailer. There we go. I loaded the white Mustang up on the trailer yesterday because I want to move it and I want to start working on it. But now in my life, I've got a major dilemma on my hands. If you notice, I pulled this car up on here with a flat tire on it. Well, when I wanted to move this thing, I went to go turn on my air compressor, and my air compressor wasn't working. It was just buzzing. So I reached up behind it and turned the pump, and the pump turns over, but the motor won't run. So I'm afraid I know what happened to it, but it's my fault, I guess you could say, that it's the reason why it's not working. But now I have no air compressor now. So that kind of takes out half of my work that I wanted to do, because when you don't have no air, you can't pump up tires. I can't put my mouth on the valve stem and blow air in it. It's kind of hard. So without an air compressor, I'm pretty much stuck now on what I really want to do. Because the fact of the matter is, I've got slow leaking tires around here. My Durango's got a slow leaking tire. This truck's got a slow leaking tire. The trailer's got a slow leaking tire. That leaks slowly. That trailer's got a slow leaking tire. I mean, everything I got around here's got a slow leaking tire. Even the Dakota here has got this. I put a new valve stem in that tire, and I guess it's still leaking. So I don't know. I got leaking tires all over the place. So now I'm pretty much stuck now with things I want to do, because I don't have an air compressor now. So what do I do? But anyways, that's beside the point now. I got this thing loaded. I had a hell of a time yesterday. My winch on the trailer wasn't even working. That's what happens when you leave winches out in the elements. And yeah, that winch has been on this trailer, I don't know, 15 years now, maybe 20, 10, 15. It's been over 10 years that winch has been on this trailer, and it's not working properly. The cables tend to corrode because they're sitting out in the weather. I had to wrap it a couple times to get this thing going. The cable was all messed up in it from me letting people borrow it. The cable was all messed up in it. I just had a mess yesterday. Ended up pulling the cable all the way out. I pulled it all the way out past the Mustang. I hooked that tank up to it so I could have a little weight to it, so I could pull it back in and get it wound into the thing correctly. As you can see now, if you look at it, I got it wound in there a little better than what it was. It was all over the place. I try to watch how the cable goes into the thing, so it winds in good. Because if you get a wad on one end and keep running it, and then it'll bind up the winch when you're trying to pull it in. So I try to keep it, going back and forth as much as possible when I use it. But anyways, that's the trouble I had yesterday. Reason why I didn't put out a video yesterday, because I was just plumb wore out. I mean, fighting with the winch, trying to get the cable in. It took me 2 hours to mess with the winch, get the cable out, pull it back in, because I had a heck of a time pulling it out. Couldn't freewheel it. I freewheel it and it gets stuck, and it had one part of the wire wrapped around inside of it, and it was catching on things, and it was a mess. I went through 3 batteries. This is the 3rd battery that I hooked up to the winch to get that thing out and back in. I had a heck of a time. Not having my air compressor not working now, to the winch messing up on me. I was just fed up with it yesterday. Just didn't want to do anything more. After I got this thing loaded up on the trailer, I was done. But what I'm going to do is I want to get this thing turned around here into the driveway, and I'm going to work on this thing a little bit. But there's another couple things I want to show you and I want to do here real quick. So I'm going to put this in the driveway and I'll show you what else I want to do. Well, there we go, everybody. It's backed up here in the driveway. Now, if anybody wants to learn how to back a trailer, get a place like mine. I got cars parked on either side, vehicles parked on either side. There, right there's the pace car. I pushed the pace car right there, covered it up. But if you want to learn how to drive and back a trailer, this is a hill. This is uphill, and this is uphill. We're backing in uphill, and I do this in one shot. If you want to see how the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but this is uphill all the way from down there, uphill, and then this is uphill up the hill here. You see what kind of grade I got. But if you want to learn how to back a trailer, come on over. I'll show you how to back a trailer. I can do this in one shot. I'll back down the hill here, or I'll go forward down the hill and then back the trailer right up in. Boom, in one shot. So if you want to learn how to back a trailer, I am your man. I know how to do it. So let me get on to this other thing I want to do. I want to show you something else. Okay, I got my mom's old porch swing here. Now, I want to clean it up. I want to do some cleaning on it. And I needed a flat place to do it. That's a pretty good sized area there that I need to put a flat, lay it flat so I can do it. Well, I'm going to do it up on the deck. And I have a hose back here now, so I can hopefully clean this thing up. It is pretty dirty. I'll show you the cushions. The cushions are real filthy, so I'm not worried about the cushions right now because I can get new cushions possibly for it. But I'm going to show you what I can do with the bonnet. The bonnet goes over the top of it. It's right there. So let me get this thing off of here, and let's lay it out on the deck and see what I can do with it. So there it is. There's how dirty it is. As you can see, it is pretty dirty from sitting outside for not been taken care of for a while. It's got moss that growed on it. So I'm going to try to clean this up, see what happens. I've got a bucket here. I'm using Dawn dish soap. And I've got a pretty good bristle brush here from Mr. Clean. It's a heavy duty scrub brush. It's got nice stiff bristles on it. So hopefully I can clean this up good. And it'll come out decent without tearing it up too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak this thing down a little bit and start on it and see what happens. So I'll get back with you in a minute. Well, as you can see, I'm getting some of the moss off of it. I'm just taking the brush. I was trying to use the soap and water at first here in this corner, but it just got thicker as I went. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brush it all into the middle here, brush it off, and then dump it off so I don't get it on the deck too much. So that's what my plan is here real quick. Get this all scraped up and then dump it off. So I'll get back with you after I get that done. By the way, I got it all over my hands. Messy. Messy, messy. Well, alrighty, I got most of it brushed. I got it all brushed. So now, you can see I ran the hose on this end. You can see it's coming clean, actually, just by taking the moss off of it. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it out in the yard so I can dump this out. And then hose it off out in the yard. And let's see what happens here. I might not have much to clean after I get this done, so we'll see what it is. Well, there's what it looks like just after taking the moss off of it, brushing the moss off. So it even looks better. It looks a lot better now. So now I'm going to lay it back out on the deck and scrub it and see what happens here. So let's get back to it. Well, there we are so far. Looking pretty good, actually. I don't think I'll get it completely clean, but I think I'll get it clean enough to where I can at least use it. It'll be presentable. I got this far so far, and it doesn't look too awful bad. So I gotta finish this up. I don't know if I'll finish it up now or not. I'll let this thing go and see what I do here. See what happens. Well, everybody, that's as far as I've gotten with it. But it does look rather good. As you can see, that's after I got the moss off of it. It was that dirty, now it's this clean. So yeah, it looks a lot better than what it did. But I am wore out. I'm going to tackle that tomorrow, or maybe later tonight, before the sun goes down, maybe. But anyways, if I do, I'll put that in tomorrow's video. I'll flip it over and do the other side. It's not near as dirty as what this side. This was the top side, so the bottom side isn't near as dirty. But anyways, there we go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Cleaning of this. Talking about my air compressor being down. Don't have no air compressor now. Kind of sucks, but what do I do? And I'm going to get started on that white Mustang. See if I can get it running. So be prepared. Stay tuned for more videos on that white Mustang and this. So catch you guys later. Thanks for always watching.